We are back. We're actually getting close to the fourth quarter. The first game against the Cardinals, there were glitches and malfunctions. Now, the Cowboys have been holding on. Steady passes, running and letting the receiver be open. Charlene Pinky Gruber got injured, so he brought in stealth Elvis Arminius. With Jake and Ishmi, both of them on waiting in case something happens to Elvis Arminius.
Up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He took it one-handed. It's a game of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Good call here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because he's got the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage. From the gun, and they brought it out on the 45-yard line.
It's an excellent look, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Here's a they'll get it down here to 43. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Running game, and then if you got set to side, just remember the last drive, they were 3 now.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 30. Just not a whole lot of room to right there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll run on the inside window. They'll run down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third. 3 quarters of the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A safety valve here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run. And he's able to get to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
On the red zone now, they'll look to throw. As he releases it, and then a ball incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They drop to throw. That'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull up with him. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to be taken down here, still a couple of yards short of the first. He saw him get 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they're facing fourth down.
Like the second there, he got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs. There's a lot of guys that covers responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
HT Bomb's got about 300 pounds. If he's gonna be running like, oh my God, he's slow as molasses. I don't know what he's thinking. He probably thinks he's like 220 pounds. Oh my gosh. HT Bomb. What a character.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give him the lead, but this one's still certainly a long way from over.
I just scored a touchdown and seal this thing.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over, and now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. First and 10, it's Taylor. He's taken down. That is the sixth time that they have sacked him tonight. As a defense, John, we're going to give you 4 sacks a game. You're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that's just a one. It's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bungle. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, that's caught left side by the tight end Jordan. Able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Pulling out on third down is Taylor. That's caught by QT. And he's going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Taylor on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to do that to Narro Jordan. Second down. You know the instructions that you told me about just feet to it. You know the reason this football just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, you're good at it.
Well, I try. All right, I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are all cool, get exactly what you described. Footwork that led to the incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
And so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing again, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep for more. And this one's incomplete. That might be a pretty good line on the ground. A great play.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go over that moment of truth and make a play.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Really nice throw here. It's out of line of incomplete.
I think you got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down, the ball back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. He's got that wide open. And plays back and forth. Just continue working. This is exciting.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field.
The big thing the rest of us, sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. Flush down right. The right side here, another big hitter there. This one here for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The play is down, stumped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball 16 here for 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on the 1st down. Good game there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice move for him. Nice shot, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge in this scenario right now. You got to stay back there.
Not in any
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer. Do you go for it? Or do you have to analyze this next game? You take the field goal, you take the points. I think you want to risk it.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on the side of the field, it's a little tired of that. You can't score a touchdown there, but the big back-moving wins right now. If you're on that little method possession on a touchdown
The other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now let's look at David Johnson. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer to what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had a caught their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just want to go.
baseball where the pitcher gets a base hit, he's on base, and brings his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the body does just puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. But it's intercepted.
Start. He's got too much defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. This has to be it's a touchdown. Multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they won the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You got to get this man up the sideline.
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone, not a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Especially in 2 points on it, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep you away from him.
After the touchdown, it's Zerline. We'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. With his guys trailing near the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Getting 2 scores down, you take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
interception from the last time. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Doing 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also getting the first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On first down, it's Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it. Who's was the intended target. Second down.
His defense is definitely going to possibility for deeper, and he was more than ready for it.
They got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Again, it's Taylor. He's got his receiver, Chris Moore. And he's going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Taylor. They try to set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there, but 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule in down distance.
I think they were going to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Taylor will throw again. He's got Jordan complete right side. 40 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down, gain of 8.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. Short to his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defensive worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or it runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. Taylor will throw. Shoots away. his quarterback, so Barkley was able to that time they would him in and get it to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there of how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. Those guys in the secondary as well kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this a few times in this game. Offensive line are able to keep the leverage and able to keep people away. Face a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability though to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Line of scrimmage, again the 40-yard line. Second and goal. Here's Taylor to throw. On the move. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's got it dealing. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments, sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
That was Sabrina. Boom. And there she goes, Sabrina, for a touchdown. I guess the Cowboys just sealed the fate. Whoa. That would have made a first down if somebody had caught that wobbly little football.
Zero line now for the 18. He's been a busy man for 5 minutes. He knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scripted score always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. The message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Houston. QT, 75 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Final don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big time play, big time result.
Making PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. One of the shortest runs you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taking the touchdown, here's Fairbairn down to kick it away. Goes in zone, Wilson. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is where you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of him, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters he's taken down.
CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of Paul Easter as well.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll look to throw here. They're leaving the pressure right. Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Armin. 6. The Texans TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback and come out to the 25. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. Right now playing to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have to lead.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. And when they start thinking about burning these timeouts, they've got all three still defensive.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. Now is the time to start using those timeouts.
So keep in mind that you also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. You have 10 there, but you have to Cowboys first down.
How many times have we said this game is speed kills and just in so many different ways? In this case, you get the back is quick and shifted. You can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and it led to a really nice game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And when the crowd out across midfield down to the 40. That's going 13 yards that time and another first down.
I have to check on myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I can be in that role with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now the Texans have burned the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
Well, that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Now Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Just left. And Albie sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. They're getting us down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Able to find a 50 space there. Picking up the first down. Get this one. Catastrophic in this last stretch. Disaster. Across pressure there to intercept it. It's up around the 27, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in the comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention some wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they get some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw Brink contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that will go fall incomplete. It'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, this guy had to hold it down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Again, they'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. The Texans take over an excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I don't think under normal circumstances, but maybe he thought the best opportunity is with my offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Taylor. And incomplete on that deep ball. These are the spots and stage of the game where the pace and have speed on the cover.
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, I think they're going to have, but in this situation, I know as a defender, listen to that for a couple of extra steps, they'll allow him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Taylor.
HT Bum just texted me. He said he's calling the plays. He feels that the Texans are no good, that they can win this game easily. I texted him back saying, look at the scoreboard, buddy. And then he texted me back saying, oh, I wasn't paying attention to the score. What the? Oh my gosh. He's not paying attention to the score.
Down 7, and they got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Throwing the outline incomplete. It's good. They're going to wrap it up. It's going to go down. The U.S. was a short one. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Jeez.
It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Look at those 549 yards, HT bomb. Are you freaking kidding me? 549 yards, 3 touchdowns. The boy is on fire, 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 fire. Unbelievable. 313 yards, 14 receptions, Elvis Arminius. Unbelievable damn. After what happened in the last game, did you have fun? Oh yes, that was fun. HT Bum saying he wasn't even paying attention to the score. Oh my gosh, how can you not? He was calling some crazy plays, people. He almost lost the game for the Cowboys. Wasn't paying attention to the scoreboard. What the hell was he paying attention to? Jeez. I mean, he's a contradiction. Got to be one of the worst players, and yet not even an honorable mention. HT Bum doesn't even get an honorable mention. Never mind, HT Bum. Never mind what you... But that was the game. Oh, that was one hell of a game, people. And we're coming to the next preseason game to be broadcast at a future time. Wow, they're going to be up against the Jaguars. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. The Cowboys in preseason are 0-2. Well, they just finished winning that game. I don't think anybody told them. They're 0-2. They just finished winning. I don't think anybody's paying attention that they won the game. Okay, people. Good night, nurse. This is Fast Talking Native Mr. Pete. I have seen craziness. And it's called the Dallas Cowboys with HT Bomb and the stealth UFO aliens. Welcome to Crazy Town. This is Fast Talking Native Mr. Pete. Good night, nurse.